What's going on, everyone? Nick Gambaro here, Stefan Martinez with you. We're going to talk a lot of football. We're going to be jumping around from game to game. The local teams disappoint. Awesome Sunday night game last night between New England and Seattle. Dallas-Atlanta game was epic. A lot of good games. KC, LA Chargers. A lot of injuries yesterday into big time players. We'll break that all down. Some baseball stuff, a little NBA. Yankees clinch a playoff spot. I mean, what else is new? A lot to talk about. What's going on, man?
What's up, brother? I'm good, man. Just got tons of notes. You know how it goes. Let's start on a down note, though. Let's start with an injury. Let's start with a major injury. Saquon Barkley has officially been announced with a torn ACL. He also has a partial tear of his meniscus and a sprain of his MCL, which means, in layman's terms, he's done for the season, as we know. However, he's not going to have surgery at least for the next 4 weeks until the swelling in his knee goes down, which essentially means he's missing most of the 21 season as well. I mean, which sucks if you're a Giant fan. We understand that. But I feel bad for him. He's a good dude, good kid. Worked hard to get back from the injury last year. Because remember, he had a similar injury last year where it looked like somebody fell into his knee, and it just sucks, man. I guess it's the nature of the beast. So the Giants are working out Devontae Freeman, the former Atlanta Falcons running back. It just, I guess football, that's just, you expect injuries, but this week has just been like, it's another level. Johnny boy.
Yeah, what's up, John? Yeah, I feel bad for the dude too. Like, good guy, great talent, and
tough, man. You hope he comes back the same.
Yeah, that's the other thing. And I was hearing, do you think it could take up to 2 years of rehab just to get him back to where he was? I mean, I don't think anyone's the same after a torn ACL. I mean, look at Revis after what happened.
Well, I can counter that by saying, look at Adrian Peterson. He came back from the same injury in a record amount of time. Now AP's a freaking nature, so it's a little different. We'll get to your Lakers in a few, buddy.
What's up, James?
We're not starting with the Lakers. I'm sorry, but it's football. I don't know, man. I think even when I watch a guy like Nick Bosa get hurt, it's like, really?
Yeah.
Just
rough.
Just stinks, man. Like, I'm going through these injuries. By the way, Ziggy Ansah was signed by the Niners to replace Nick Bosa as a defensive end, 1-year deal. The figures are not known, but he signed with What have we been trying to tell you the whole season?
And they had some good drives yesterday, but they couldn't finish. They couldn't. But we'll get into that more in a few. But yeah, they do. They're awful.
I feel bad. I feel bad for them. Jimmy Garoppolo has a high ankle sprain for the 49ers. There's a chance. He
worked out pretty bad yesterday. But still,
there's a chance he plays against the Giants on Sunday. There's a chance. Tevin Coleman and Raheem Mostert, the running backs, are also. Tevin Coleman's going to miss a couple of weeks, and Mostert, they're hoping to get him back probably in a week or two. He has an MCL sprain, but it's super unfortunate, man, when you hear injuries. Yeah, and remember, this is another thing to point out with Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is in the third year of a 4-year rookie year deal. So if you're the Giants, you might have to pick up the 5th-year option, because usually in the third year, a player will negotiate and say, I want this in my contract. I want that. You know what I mean? Start working towards his next contract. If you're
Right.
Saquon, you can't do that right now. And that's just really crazy. More 49ers stuff. So they complained about the turf at MetLife
Yeah, I heard it
yesterday.
was not that great.
A lot of injuries, and then guess where they are next Sunday? Back at MetLife Stadium playing the Giants. Kyle Shanahan was not happy with the way the turf was. They said the grass was really high and sticky because supposedly they put in a new
Yeah, it's
turf at
brand new
MetLife
turf
Stadium.
this year.
So
That
that's
just sucks in general, but yeah, the turf ain't gooch.
turf, as Lee like to say, is horrendoso, just horrid. By the way, so that's just here's a list of the 49er injuries. Dabo Samuel, D Ford, George Kittle, Jason Verrett, Richard Sherman, to add on to Nick Bosa, Jimmy Garoppolo, and the two running backs.
Big time
So
players.
just injuries, man. Just hope that everybody's able to come back healthy and we're not looking at this for another couple of seasons.
In that division, by the way, everyone except the 49ers is 2-0. The Rams won again. Arizona won yesterday. Seattle.
Yeah, no, Carson Wentz is still having nightmares at Aaron Donald. Nightmares.
Oh, yeah.
Nightmares.
Kayla's got to be pulling her hair out.
Oh,
They
poor
look like
Kayla.
the Eagles.
Poor Kayla. We're praying for you, Kayla, because you need it. You need it. Another big injury. If you have Christian McCaffrey on your fantasy team, just
Yeah.
Deep breaths. Gonna be out 4 to 6 weeks with a high ankle sprain. Probably is likely to miss probably a good month and a half with this thing. So
Yeah, the Giants are bad too, but I tell you what, man, they put up a fight at least, unlike the Jets.
listen,
They at
the
least
the Giants almost won that game just on the strength of not giving up. Where the
Yeah.
Jets, when you give up a third and what was it, 3rd and 31?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta go. Gotta
Touchdown.
And here's the thing. We could sit here and say Case gotta be fired, which he's done numerous times on the show. But here's the problem.
I mean, it realistically won't really change much.
Ownership loves him. He ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, I think if they really do keep Gase after this year, regardless if we go,
Keeping Gase. They're keeping him. Yes, they're gonna keep him.
we'll see. I mean, most likely, yes.
All right. So let me ask you a question.
The fan base
Let me ask you a question as a Jet fan, right?
Sure.
What does it matter if you fire Adam Gase if your ownership's still going to be the same? Your ownership is still going to be the same. The same old dysfunctional Johnsons that do things backwards. So what does firing Adam Gase really change other than saying we have a new face to this dysfunction?
No, it don't change much, but he just
doesn't change anything.
He's a horrible coach, and the players don't. You can clearly tell they don't play for him.
Here's the problem, though. The players don't play for him, but that's Joe Douglas's guy.
And that's another problem too. Now, if they eventually get rid of Gase down the line, then you're going to get rid of Joey D too, along with him, or are you going to do it?
You can't do this. You can't do this backwards again.
The Johnsons are going to do that. They'll keep Joe Douglas and then hire somebody else.
God Almighty. And then I love the idea that maybe Jason Garrett can fix Sam Darnold, because I heard that today, and I was like, well, good luck with that.
But he's on the Giants. He ain't going to the Jets.
He's on a 1-year deal. If the Jets offer him the head coaching job, you think the Giants are going to stop him from leaving for a head coaching job? We could get another offensive coordinator in here. Some kind of juju.
You got a bad juju.
I think you're right. Speaking of bad juju, Drew Luck, Broncos quarterback, badly sprained, badly bruised rotator cuff, is going to be
Yeah.
out to at least week 8. More Bronco injuries. More Bronco injuries. Cortland Sutton, the wide receiver, torn ACL, done for the season. It never ends. It never
I feel like
ends.
and people were saying on the radio today, it's the no preseason, and you couldn't blame that, but I feel like in the NFL, injuries have been getting worse and worse and worse every year. Or is that just me?
No, it is. It is because dudes are coming in bigger. Dudes are coming in faster. Dudes are coming in with more speed. They're coming in. The league itself is faster as a whole. All right. So when
It
you get
is.
dudes that come in
It's
bigger, right,
helmet to helmet hit in the Seahawk game last night where he got a
right. So
yeah.
that's the problem in and of itself is injuries are happening more frequently. Hits are happening more frequently. And here's the problem. Progression can't stop body growth. Dudes are always going to hit the weight room. They're always going to get bigger. They're going to do more. You're not stopping body growth. Unfortunately, this is the price you pay for playing football. And you feel for a guy like Drew Luck, rookie quarterback, first year, hoping to find his footing, hoping to find his rhythm. Nope. Shoulder piece. Done. Finished over. You feel for Saquon, who you thought was going to have a bounce back year and maybe you would have found something. You feel for the brother. You feel for, a guy like Jimmy G, who is, who if he was healthy, the Niners are probably, if the Niners are healthy, we're seeing a Niners Seahawks NFC Championship game. I really do believe that.
It's highly possible.
I really do believe that. And I got to tell you something. Nobody's beating Seattle in the NFC. Nobody, not even Tampa.
Seattle looks good.
Seattle looks dangerous.
And why Russell Wilson still doesn't get the attention, I'll never understand it, but that guy's killing it.
Here's why. Because he doesn't seek it out. He's not on commercials. He's not everywhere. He's just home being a dad playing football. Simple. And he plays in Seattle. And that's not disparaging Seattle, but it's not, a New York. It's not a Los Angeles. It's not a Dallas. It's not it's not even a Chicago or Green Bay. It's Seattle on the other side of planet Earth. So I guess that also has a factor as well. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's that fact and that, he plays on the West Coast. He plays in Seattle. But just
I don't know about I don't know about the Dallas point, but we're going to get to them in a second. Go ahead, big dog. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, I agree with all those points. Yeah, we say that. I feel like in every sport, though. I mean, unless if you're talking about like the LA teams, Lakers, Dodgers, So, but any other West Coast city, it's like you said. I love that.
Yeah.
Other side of planet Earth. Like
I'm just saying, your man's all the way.
If you're not in LA or near LA, it's
like even if Russell Wilson was in Vegas, he'd be getting love.
Oh yeah, because it's Vegas.
He'd be getting love. It's just the dude just proves in and year out. I'm just a steady quarterback. I put up numbers.
Yeah.
I don't need the spotlight. I don't need the crazy amount of love. Just pay me my money.
Too. He's very just on the field, and does what he did. He don't show off. He's
very positive dude too. He's very positive, very in the community.
With the media, he's awesome.
Right. Although there's like 4 media members in Seattle, so there's not really a media contingent in Seattle.
Well, I mean, like when they're in prime time and stuff,
I know. He's always jovial.
I know what you're saying, right? Those teams out there, the Mariners, the Hawks, they don't get a whole lot of attention.
Here's the scary one on the injury list. Are you ready for this one? Tyrod Taylor had chest pains in pregame warmups, had trouble breathing, was
I
taken
heard.
to the hospital, and was later released. Don't know what it means for his status the rest of the season, but if that rookie kid's gonna come in and play like that,
Yeah, Herbert played well.
what do he have? 311? 311 yards. What was it? A pick, and what he had? Did he have did I read somewhere like what, 2 touchdowns?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Overtime thriller. Great game.
By the way, the Chiefs kicker Baker, your man got a bubonic leg. Got a robotic leg. I'm not with that, bro. 3 from 58. Hey, no problem. Dead central from 58 yards. I'm like, I'm out. Somebody go check this kicker's leg. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. He did. I got some crazy stats for you. You ready for these crazy stats? Give me something, big dog. You got anything on that Seattle, on that Kansas City, Chiefs game? Because I got a few things.
Let's hear yours.
My first observation was the Chiefs sleptwalked through 3 quarters of that game. They sleptwalked. 17-6, not feeling it. Just like, And then they figure, well, it's a real football game. We got a chance to win. Let's turn it on. And then Mahomes becomes Mahomes again, starts running out the pocket. The long throw to
guy.
Yo, I'm like, you know what? If you're playing the Seahawks, it's just like you're just waiting for the eruption. You know what they remind me of? They're like the Golden State Warriors of football from a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like Golden State will be lollygagging through a game. Like, Golden State's gonna lose. What happens? 4th quarter comes. Curry or Thompson just get hot, and you're like, bro, you were just losing by like 15, like 2 seconds ago.
It would be an amazing Super Bowl, Russell Wilson versus Mahomes.
I'll be for that.
Oh my God.
I'm all in on
They're very similar, I feel like. I mean, just the way they run out of the pocket, their build is kind of the same.
Right.
I think Mahomes always has these different styles of throwing, unlike Russell Wilson, but Wilson still has an arm.
No, Russell Wilson's a machine.
Saw some of those deep passes he made yesterday, unreal.
Nah, that kid's a damn machine. I don't know if the Chiefs are a wild card team. I don't know if I want to go.
Chargers will be competitive.
I don't know about wild card competitive because I think, honestly, you know who's a team that I would watch out for? Pittsburgh.
Not going to go far, but I think they could sneak into a wild card.
Listen, as long as Big Ben is breathing, I ain't doubting
you.
Mike Tomlin's still there. Nah, can't doubt the Steelers. Can't do that. Can't do that. Speaking of crazy stats, you ready for this one? I'm sorry if there are any Atlanta Falcon fans watching this show. Just cover your ears, your eyes, and every other part of your anatomy that you can hear or see from. But here's the stat. The Atlanta Falcons are the first team since 1933. 1933, all right? To lose a game despite scoring 39 points and having no turnovers. Up until Sunday, every other team that has done that is 440-0. Again, let me repeat that. 440-0 per the Elias Sports Bureau on Twitter. Oh my Lord.
And 21,000 fans yesterday in the building. In a dome.
We'll get to that in a minute. But there's some things about this game that I want to break down. Okay? On the other side, on the Dak Prescott Dallas Cowboys side, Dak Prescott is the first player in NFL history with 400 passing yards and 3 rushing TDs in a single game. First player ever in the history of the NFL to do this. Bonkers. bonkers. But if you're Matt Ryan, if you're the Atlanta Falcons, if you're Julio Jones, if you're anybody on that team, how do you look yourself in the mirror today? Up 29-10 at halftime.
And you blow it.
You blow it, but the way you blow it, you gave them the game. Can somebody dive on that outside kick? Dive! So you let it roll. Yeah, we're just going to let it roll. Let it roll. Let it roll some more. Yeah. The Atlanta Falcons, they should be ashamed of themselves. If they come outside today, there should be somebody ready to escort them to the building. They should have people from the sheriff's office ready to come out to escort the Atlanta Falcons to the practice facility. In fact, they're so bad, they should be trapped in the practice facility for the rest of the day until they explain to me and the rest of the world how you blow a 29-10 lead. Big Dog, can you help me? Can you explain to me what happened?
The Falcons, I believe this for the past few years. They're just not the same team.
Ever since their Super Bowl loss, right?
Yeah, they are not.
I feel the same way.
When they're in the game, they're just not there. The mistakes they make like that. How do you not jump on that ball? I don't get it.
And it's, by the way, it's right by their sideline. Okay,
yeah.
It's right by your sideline. It's not like you got to go towards the other side. It's right by your home side, by your road sideline.
They can't.
You know what? In essence, this is worse.
Nah, nothing beats that Super Bowl. That's terrible.
You know why this is worse? Because you've done it once already on the biggest stage. You should do everything in your power to avoid this. Bro.
It's the curse. Although the Seahawks may break it, because I thought they were done too after that Super Bowl where they threw the pick on the 1 yard line, but I don't know.
Right. I don't know. Dallas should be 0-2. They're not that good. You know why? Because they're the Dallas Cowboys and they got the star on the helmet. That's why. And their roster's loaded. The roster should be better than 1-1. They should be 2. They should listen. Look at their roster compared to NFL. You telling me the Jets wouldn't pray to have half the guys that are on Dallas's roster on your roster?
Oh my God, are you kidding? The Jets forget about it.
That's my point. Russell Wilson for MVP. I agree with you. I agree with you. I think, listen, he should get way more recognition than what he does. Speaking of getting recognition for what they do, let's spotlight something real quick. More crazy stats. You ready for this? I'm full of these today. I'm full of them. So, in his career, Cam Newton was 16 for 20, 80% on rushing from the 1 yard line before getting stopped on the final play Sunday. That included 2 rushing touchdowns in the game last night. So basically what you're telling me is, and you want to talk about the ultimate brain cramp. We laud Bill Belichick is this guy that he doesn't miss a beat and he knows everything. You want to talk about an ultimate brain fart. Cam Newton just ran into the waiting arms of the defense. It's like, I
really thought they were going to win this game. It felt like and any Jet fan would know this. It felt like a flashback of Tom Brady, like a cup from a few years ago. That typical, oh God, last minute drive, and they win.
By the way, that's 4 rushing touchdowns for Cam Newton in 2 games.
His QB good, and so does New England. I'm not saying Super Bowl, but New England looks really, really good.
His QBR, you want to know what his QBR is? Through 2 games, his QBR is 125.7.
Him and Edelman have that chemistry already.
By the way, 8 catches, 179 yards. And he was asked post game, why'd you go to Julian so much? Oh, because he's Jules and he's wide open all the time, and I can get the ball to him. Simple. It's because he's Jules and he's great. And I was like, you know what, Cam? Not wrong there. Can't argue with you.
Yes.
They
So
are.
all the people think New England's going to be bad this year.
They're not gonna be bad.
That ain't
They're
happening.
gonna. Honestly, I thought that because I'm like, who's he throwing to? But then it's Bill Belichick. You look up, he could be throwing to the janitor that was at a school last week.
Throwing at me with a heart condition out there, then I'd be catching passes.
Out. Yo, let me turn the power chair on like 1,000. I'm open. I'm open. Are you kidding me? But shouts to Seattle's defense, though. Shouts to them.
This is good. And Jamal Adams, yo, he's a beast in Seattle. Beast.
You know why? Because he got a chance to win football games. Because he wakes up in the morning knowing, you know what? I got a chance to win today. Legitimately. And that's not a shot against your team. But I'm just saying, it's different when you got a chance to win games every day and you're not just sitting there going, all right, how are we going to lose today? What's Ido Gates going to call today? And it's going to ruin it for everybody.
Right, and he wasn't into it, but now Pete Carroll's like a player coach. The players love him. They go through a wall for him.
You know what, Emilio? I would disagree with you from this standpoint.
Yeah, it's still New England for me.
You know why I would say I would change my pick, and I had Buffalo before, but for full disclosure, I'm going to change my pick, and I know it's 2 games. But if you're the Buffalo Bills, you let the Jets hang around last week, and if the Jets had a competent offense, they probably come back and beat you. You barely held off the Dolphins, okay? Let's just be real. And the Dolphins are a good young upstart squad.
Yeah, they're not horrible. They're not great.
But you should have won by at least 2 touchdowns yesterday.
Yeah, that I'd agree with.
Just from the standpoint that Buffalo just doesn't seem like they know how to close games yet.
Yeah, I still am not a Josh Allen believer. I'm not.
Well, I am. No. I'm not putting it all on Josh Allen. See, this is where me and you disagree. I just don't think the defense is that good. Not yet. Josh Allen, I trust that kid to make every throw. Can I see him do it on the big stage? That's a fair point. But I think Josh Allen can be a successful QB in this league. And I think Doug Marrone has done a good job of putting him in positions to do so. And
now I was listening to the radio this morning, and who's it? Jay Williams, something, right? ESPN.
The basketball analyst?
Yes. And he has the show with Keyshawn Johnson and Zubin in the morning now. And he said, and Keyshawn Johnson corrected him and thought, nah, he meant MVP of the AFC East. But Jay Williams came out and said through 2 weeks, Josh Allen MVP in the NFL. Now, hopefully he meant –
hold on.
But even that, he can't be the MVP of the AFC East because to me
that's – So have we not – did we not just talk about the greatness that is Russell Wilson? I'm gonna put up 35 this week after putting up 40 last week. So we just gonna disrespect the fact that Cam Newton's not back in the NFL? Wait a minute. Are we not gonna respect the fact that Aaron Rodgers threw for 1,000,000 yards in the first 2 weeks and put up back-to-back 40 boygas? We're just gonna disrespect that, right? Like he didn't just put up 43 and 42 respectively. Okay, Jay Williams, I'll play along. That was
an asinine comment. I mean,
sure.
Oh my God.
Look. Okay, for the third, all right, you lead me right into the stat. Thank you, big dog. For the third time in the Aaron Rodgers era, and the first time since 2008, he scored back-to-back 40-point games. He put up 43 on the Vikings in week 1 and 42 on the Lions yesterday. Now, granted, both of those teams are in rebuild and they're not great, and I get it. But we all called Aaron Rodgers, they drafted Jordan Love. Aaron Rodgers is done. They're going to trade him. You don't think Aaron Rodgers is looking at them going, yo, yeah, dude, trade me. I want you to trade me. Yeah, I'll play along. Sure. 80. What is that? 42 and 43 respectively. That's almost 86 points in 2 games.
That's nuts.
Okay, I'll play along. I'll play along. All right, Jay Williams. I know you had to be thinking. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
They were all bugging out. Like, how do you not have Russell Wilson? What's wrong with you?
How is Aaron Rodgers not in consideration? How is Lamar Jackson not in consideration? Josh Allen? Hell, how is Kyler Murray not in consideration?
2-0.
Kyler Murray been putting in work. Jay Williams, you need to listen, stick to basketball. That's all I'll say about that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay.
I'm like, don't defend him like that, because that's definitely not what he meant, I don't think.
And then you're gonna wake up Brady, you're gonna wake up Breeze, and then the whole world's gonna end because don't do that. Don't do that. Even I know don't do that. Don't do that. What were you most impressed with yesterday? Like, what impressed you most yesterday through these games? Like, what did you say that you went, wow?
I mean, really, I know we keep talking about it a lot, but that game last night, I mean, on both sides.
I got to tell you, you know what got me? That we all talk about, how much, Daniel Jones has to improve, and I get it. Listen, the Chicago Bears are one of the best defenses in the league, and in the second half, he moved the ball.
I'm telling Daniel Jones is going to be something in this league. I believed that when he was drafted, and I still stick. And there was too. Jason Garrett could be a really good mentor for him.
Right. And you might be right, because your boy. Listen, you lose Saquon Barkley, you lose Sterling Shepard, and you come within 10 yards of beating the Bears on their field in Chicago.
I still believe, and I think the Giants have a better future than the Jets. I really believe that. As much as I want the Jets to be good, and the Giants still have something to prove. I'm not saying like they're going to win a Super Bowl anytime soon, but I think they're with something solid in a few years' time.
You are. Here's my problem.
Okay.
I don't like the general manager. Dave Gettleman is not the guy. I'm not a fan. But he put together so far, outside of the DeAndre Baker pick, which has been an unmitigated disaster. I mean, Giants picks have been pretty good. Saquon outside of injury, pretty good. Daniel Jones, pretty good.
Yeah.
Darius, the kid Slayton, pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, he's done a decent job. But that offensive line, until he gets a secured offensive line, and not to kill the Jets, because it is not a kill the Jets show.
I mean, they deserve because they stink.
But let me just point something out. Wasn't it your GM Joe Douglas that said our offensive line is going to be better?
Yeah, it was better than week 1, but it's still not that. It's not great.
Where did they get Where to get back? I saw Sam Darnold running for his life on multiple occasions. Can somebody help me out? By the way,
I mean, he's still a young dude, but he's making rookie mistakes still in year 3. And I'm not hitting the panic. I mean, I think this team is done for, but I don't know. They're already talking about maybe drafting Trevor Lawrence next year. The Jets are going to really be this bad, have 1 or 2 wins. Because honestly, that's what it's looking like so far. And you look at who they have to play still, Kansas City, Seattle, are you kidding? And among many other teams.
Including my Cleveland Browns, who got a big win on Thursday. But I got to tell you, So what does drafting Trevor Lawrence do? Let's have a family.
Adam Gase.
Let's have a family discussion with the viewers.
Yeah.
Let's ask you this question.
I need an outsider's opinion too, because
what
Jeff fans chiming in, but
no, but in this case, you want outsiders' opinions that don't care about the Jets, that are not Jet fans. Outside of you drafting another quarterback, what realistically does drafting Trevor Lawrence do other than change the name on the back of the jersey? I mean, I'd love to know. Because Sam Darnold was supposed to be – Sam Darnold's talented. The guy can throw. He made a throw yesterday on the run that hit Herndon in his hands. Herndon drops it, and I'm like, that's not on the kid.
No.
That's not on the kid. That's not on Sam Darnold. Chris Herndon, who was supposed to be the big free agent acquisition. Okay.
Jet fans love him.
I'm out.
I can see that.
Yo, you know where he'd be solid after Old Man River retires? Imagine Sam Darnold in Indianapolis. Just imagine that.
Yeah.
You go from Peyton Manning to Andrew Luck to Old Man Rivers to a young guy with talent in Darnold. They'll figure out what to do with him over there.
I don't know. It's just.
And then I love it how, but there was nothing on the playbook for 4th and goal. So kicking a field goal.
I know.
Help me, big dog.
Joe B was flipping out about that today. It's like Todd Bowles all over again.
So kicking a field goal.
Playing conservative, kicking a field goal when you're down 21-0, 24-0, or 24-3. It don't even friggin' matter. How in that spot? Let's go with screen. Let's go with a field goal. They're not opening up the playbook.
They don't trust him.
You got to let the kid – I've been saying this for a couple of years now. You got to let the kid throw downfield.
They don't trust him, bro. Fact remains, they don't trust the kid. If they did, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
And Adam Gase doesn't let him audible, I heard, at the line. Tells him not to.
They don't trust him.
You got to – then what are we doing here? How are you not trusting your quarterback?
I don't know. But it's obvious that they don't trust the dude.
You're supposed to be this QB offensive genius and guru we've heard about for years.
Stop.
And you're doing these terrible conservative plays.
Stop.
No, I don't believe that, but that's what people said in the beginning.
I know, but just stop. Stop it now.
I was telling my dad the story yesterday because he didn't, know the full story of how Gase got hired, and he was like, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yeah, they had the paperwork ready for McCarthy, but Peyton Manning."
And honestly, where is Peyton Manning in all this? Why have we not heard from Peyton Manning? Can somebody can we put an APB out for Peyton Manning? Like, where are you? This is the guy you told the Jets to hire, and yet you've gone out and you said nothing, and you've disappeared off the face of planet Earth, and you just let Adam Gase wreck this franchise. And we go to interview you.
Power struggle, bro. You won the power struggle.
What power struggle? There is no power. They're all Nimrods in the Jets front ownership group. You like that word, Nimrods.
Don made a joke today about, so what if they fire Adam Gase? They're just going to listen to some other Hall of Famer that's going to call and
what are they going to do next? You might as well listen to Belichick. Go ahead. Hire this guy.
Screw us royally. But that's what Jet fans believe, that Peyton Manning screwed on purpose. Had a chance to be drafted by the Jets. Let's stay at Tennessee another year. 2012. Let's not go there.
because he knows he's not stupid.
Yeah, he hates the Jets, but
You hate the Jets, and they're your team, and you hate them.
I don't hate the Jets. They're my team. They annoy me. They piss me off.
Abysmal.
I wouldn't. I don't hate my own teams.
I would.
I hate the owners. I hate the coach.
And you know it's bad when Ira from Staten Island goes.
Yeah, you heard that today, Ira. He sounded like he's just like, yo, I'm done. I can't do this.
I was like, I said to myself, I said, if Ira himself is telling you the season's over,
the Jet fanatics of all lifetime goes to every single Jets game for years. Preseason, home and away, and every home and away game in the regular season.
You know what that means? It's time to wrap it up, kids.
That's dedication.
It's time to wrap it up.
With that.
When the
fans are allowed back in, I don't think even Ira's gonna go.
They give him nothing. They give you nothing as a fan. They give you absolutely nothing. They give you nothing. What do they give you? Oh, we got hope. What hope? Where?
Oh, with Jeff.
How many other 3-hit quarterbacks are looking decent? Baker Mayfield looked like a competent quarterback on Thursday, and I kill him every chance I get. I murder the kid, but he looked Sam Darnold looks like he's what?
He looks lost.
What? Huh? What?
Mm-hmm.
What? Exactly. That's like the perfect. When there's nothing else to say, you just go there. Like,
yo, I can't.
Bro, as a Jet fan, I would be sick. I would be so sick. I'd be in the corner. And then to him, but the Giants aren't any better. At least the Giants are trying to get better.
Yeah, the Giants. I believe in them. I mean, yeah, they're still not great, but they could have been 2-0. Or at least 1-1.
There you go.
They fight at least. The Jets should give up and fall flat. I mean, giving up like that 3rd and 31, or do you give up a big third down? Nope. Guys wide open. I mean, and yes,
they quit.
They
quit. Fact remains is
and the whole 6-2
quit.
Thing was just, a flash in the pan. That was really not the Jets.
Nobody
in the first time in NFL history last year, the only team to lose to two winless teams in one single season, the New York Jets. They lost to the Bengals, got annihilated. What, like 22-9 or 6, something like that.
And it's 22-6. You got to be sick. You just got to be.
I know. I thought they were actually going to beat the Bengals. I'm like, they're not beating the Bengals. Come on, like you've been a Jet fan longer than me.
You know better than that.
Why do you think that? I'm like, why do I think that? Look at what we're watching. I mean, come on.
Here's the other thing. So let's say they do bring in another quarterback. Who's to say that you want this regime to deal with that quarterback? Who's to say that this regime is going to be responsible enough not to screw up another quarterback?
Possible.
And then I look at it and I'm like, you know what? It's just hard. It's hard taking them seriously. It's hard not like Big Dog. I would be miserable if I were you. I would be miserable. And the fact that, and you are miserable, but like I would have stopped watching after last week. I'd have been like, you know what? I'm out. I know it's week 1.
Like watching this team, I'm like, they're my team.
Yeah, but when does that not become good enough? Oh, they're my team, so I have to watch.
I mean, I ain't gonna
When
watch
do
it all year because there's no way.
but like when does it become, yo, we just suck? Ownership doesn't care that we suck.
No, I
It
feel
doesn't
like
matter.
I know when I say it as a joke and we laugh, you said it too. And you said it about the Knicks years ago. Knicks fans got a revolt, but I mean seriously, it'll never happen just because
Yo,
fans
I'm
and
serious.
diehards and they'll never not go to a game or not buy merchandise or not, watch, give them ratings, whether listening on the radio, watching on TV, but I think it has to get to that point where Jet fans really like sell you season tickets or get rid of them. Don't buy their stuff.
Right.
Don't watch games. And I include myself. I have to be better as a fan. Like if I really want to see this team grow, and my dad said it too to me, the fans have to like stop. They can't keep enabling.
It's the word
They,
I've used.
they have
I've
to
used that word.
cut it off even for a little while. It doesn't make you any less of a fan. That's almost a step where you're like, we need to be better and do better, but you can't have our support right now until you get the Johnsons out of there.
When Ira and Spike Lee are like, yo, I'm out on the squads,
They're
that
the messiahs of the Knicks and Jet faithful. Like
when they're out, that means something. When the heads of the fan bases, when the quote unquote poster childs of fandom are like, you know what, I'm out.
Spike too, right? At every Knick game, home game.
Yo, and he was there when they were winning 24 games a season, dog.
Still there. And pays for season tickets. Out of his own pocket. And the guy's a millionaire. Very successful director and done many great things in his career. But he still
loves his boys.
Like, I respect him for that. Like, he's not like, oh, yeah, I'll take it for free because I'm Spike Lee. No, he pays out of his own wallet. And
think about that, $300,000 for Knicks season tickets sitting courtside.
That's probably nothing, but still,
you add $300,000 up over 30 years, brother.
Yeah, for a big-time celebrity like Spike Lee, especially well known here in New York, of course. Spike Lee is very big.
Right.
And Ira's just like a famous caller, but he's like a famous fan to like Jet fans, because if you listen to sports radio, the guy calls in every day, whether it's the Fan or ESPN New York. The guy calls in like a show during the Jet season.
And to say I'm retiring, I'm going to spend my time and my retirement money watching the New York Jets play. There needs to be some sort of medal given. I mean, a medal. A medal needs to be given to this guy to say, you know what? You are the ultimate fan. The sacrifices you make every Sunday to be there, year in, year out, game in, game out. Hey, look, you could throw your shots, that's fine. But at least I know when to say when.
About that, well, like, because you're a diehard too, and you've been there. I mean, and we've talked about it, but would you, and John too, would you consider maybe not giving up on that, but taking a break from them? Like not buying, because James is like me. Every year we'll buy their gear or go to one game at least, watch them.
I'd stop watching them for like a year or two. Because why do you need the stress? What do you need the stress for? You wake up and you hope for football.
It did. And also,
you wake up for
being heckled at the games or whatever. But I don't know.
You wake up all excited for football. You're like, oh, this is going to be the year. And then, like, by week 3, you're like, it's over. Where's the enjoyment in that?
I haven't. I mean, I'll watch other games, of course, because I'm a football. Nope, I bleed. I respect it, James. I do. I do too. But I think it's going to have to get to some point, I think, where Jeff fans are going to have to really consider it.
Listen, it's either
But
you do that,
it's fun.
cancel your season ticket. You gotta do something. I know you guys. We can't protest outside of MetLife like they did with the Knicks when they protested outside the Garden. I know you can't do that, but something gotta change, man.
I mean, they could social distance, wear masks, go out there,
Just like
protest,
and
go to
then
Freeland Park, go.
right,
Like, I
right,
really want I shouldn't say all Jeff fans want this to change. The fan base deserves better. Knick fans deserve better. Met fans, hopefully, knock on wood, are going to get that. When
right,
Steve Cohen, if Steve Cohen comes in, whatever. Islander fans
right,
are getting that now, finally.
right.
A team and ownership that, actually cares. But Dolan, I mean, I know because we were texting about this yesterday. You think he cares, but he's too involved with the basketball people, which I don't know
The
why. I mean,
problem,
if you're the
the
owner,
problem is he's involved too much. He cares that he's involved too much. Instead of just saying, you know what, let me just let my people that know what they're doing do their job. The
right,
fact is that he's a billionaire owner who feels like he wants to meddle. He's like the Wilpons. They go through the same ownership school. They meddle where they don't need to meddle, and then they wonder why things are the way they are. And unfortunately, when you have an ownership group that continuously meddles in your affairs and doesn't let your football people do the right thing, or in this case, is leaving the football people alone, you don't pick the right people, and then you wonder why it is the way it is. Just sad, man. Really sad stuff.
I just remember when this one the Mets are really bad, where he's like, yeah, it's like a bowel movement. It's just something you got to do. You got to watch the Mets every night when you're a diehard.
right, right. That doesn't mean you want to. You just got to. There's no other choice. Listen, I don't judge. I just wish it was much simpler for you guys, man. Because you're miserable. I feel bad. I wish there was something I could do to help you. You're miserable,
I mean,
but
you
I
could
don't blame you.
one day or be the GM. That would help.
Nah, I ain't got enough patience to deal with
I
those
love
idiot
Dolan.
owners.
Me and James, John, we should own the Jets.
Hey, get the money together. I'll come run it.
We'll pay you.
I don't need a big paycheck. Just get the money together. I'll come run it. I'll do you a favor. I ain't got no problem.
Get us at least one Super Bowl. That's all we're asking.
I got you.
We're dead.
I got one before you're dead.
I don't know if he's getting one. Okay.
Why are we trashing the Jets so much? Have you seen the Jets in the last?
And I'm a Jet. I'm Jet Boy killing them. Like they deserve
what?
to.
Bro,
It's terrible. Like I love the Jets, but
this is Jet Boy. This guy came into my house singing Fitzy's back. Fitzy's back, doing a dance in my living room. He's back. We got him back. What they do?
Remember, came to your house last year, old jetted out, and then by 4:30, yep, season's done.
4:15, he was like,
You're up 16-0, but I had that thought in the back of my head, watch them screw this again. Then they did. They lost
4:15. Listen, guys, it was. Well, Big Dog's a Jet fan, so he's not a Giant fan. Big Dog's a Jet fan. Big Dog kills his own team and he's the Jet fan. Listen, I have no kid coming. I'm a Knick fan, and I can't talk about this one. I'm a Knick fan. I can't say anything. That's why I'm letting him rant. So for him to say that they're bad, and that's Jet Boy.
Yeah, and Dak
Cowboys
too, man. Dak was awesome yesterday.
And you know why I want Dak to have a good season?
I do too. I love Dak. even more
to
now.
tell Skip Bayless, yo, shove it up yours, and to force Cowboy ownership to give him his money.
He
That's
deserves it. He really
Pay
deserves
him
it.
his money. I want him to have a season to put the Cowboys ownership into a spot where they have to pay him.
Yep.
And tell Skip Bayless, yo, up yours. Because I'm still not over those comments by Skip Bayless. It's just
Disgusting.
asinine. Yes, very.
Whatever word you want to use.
Well, I know you guys are into the football, so let me just run through some stuff quickly. For the first time in 2006, remember that fateful year?
You had to bring that up, but go ahead.
The San Diego Padres are gonna make the playoffs for the first time since 2006. The Padres, yes, I said it. The San Diego Padres are gonna make the playoffs for the first time since 06. Sandy Alderson could be a part of the Mets front office, not in the GM role, but in a
I'll take it.
major consulting role with your boy Cohen over there. Brody Van Wagenen is on the hot seat, according to the Athletics' Ken Rosenthal,
Get him
who
out.
said that he's on the hot seat. Matt Klentak, I know Philly, Kayla's been waiting to hear this. Matt Klentak, Philly's GM, is also on the hot seat and could be fired any day now. Billy Epler, who is the Angel GM, is also on the hot seat, according to.
You did skip from the
No,
jump.
you're not wrong. I give it to you. Here's the interesting thing.
Okay.
With Steve Cohen coming in, we'll get to the rest of these in just 1 second. Steve Cohen's going to come in. You got a couple free agents this offseason. Okay? George Springer, JT Realmuto, James Paxton. You got a couple of free agents this season. If you're the Mets, if I told you a year ago that you have George Springer has a chance to be in your outfield playing center field every day for the New York Mets for the next 7 to 8 years, you would have looked at me like I had 6 heads.
Yeah.
But I'm here to tell you that if I'm the New York Mets, I'm looking at George Springer going, I might want to pay you some money because that guy's dynamic in center field.
Anyone would want any Astro though after the whole cheating thing.
Listen, I don't care. I'll take him. He's one of the most dynamic players in the sport.
He is.
I really want the Mets to get JT Realmuto because you guys need to catch him
badly.
You guys need to catch a worse than. Oh my god. Speaking of cheating and cheaters, how about this? AJ Hinch could be a possibility for the Tigers job to be the manager, which I'm so out on. You should never be able to manage again. And then I love the excuse of, oh, he didn't know. Oh, he didn't know. Really? Didn't know. I'll play along.
The
That's
MLB
fine.
and punishing players or managers for.
Oh, by the way, I gotta get on this. So we're gonna leave. I'm a Yankee fan, but I'm gonna kill
this. Explain this to me. I was gonna bring it up and ask you about it.
How in God's name, right? Do you say, oh, we don't have any witnesses and the suspension probably won't come until 2021? Now, for context, let me explain. Aroldis Chapman, Yankees closer, threw up and in on Mike Brasso of the Rays. Clearly, intentionally threw up and in. Didn't hide it. Didn't say I didn't do it on purpose. It was clear. He threw up and in on him. How in God's name is he not suspended? Can somebody please explain this to me? And then you're going to suspend him starting next year? What is suspending him next year do? Watch 3 games in 162. That's nothing. You're going to suspend him next year? What? And this is coming from somebody who's a Yankee fan. What is that garbage? What is that? Are you kidding me? Yo, Major League Baseball, you should be ashamed of yourself. And then you're gonna say that, we don't have enough witnesses. You can get everybody on a goddamn Zoom call. There's Zoom. Be in the same room. Are you kidding me with this? In the information age of technology, where we're doing the live stream right now, I mean, we're live, we're in the flesh. People can see us. You telling me you can't do this?
It's a joke.
Are you kidding me? And look, getting preferential treatment is not right. It's not right. He should be suspended like every other player in the big leagues. I'm sorry. Why people look at baseball and they laugh. They laugh because they're like, yo, what is this? If this was Joe Kelly got 6 games. Are you kidding me?
It did.
Are you kidding me?
Remember City Field in that game 3? Oh my God. They wanted his head.
Guys, tell me if I'm wrong here, guys. I'm a Yankee fan. You understand what I'm saying? I root for the New York Yankees. But in my journalistic and humble opinion, Major League Baseball they lose all credibility with me. How is he not suspended at any point? What are you doing? Suspending him at 21 for what? That's not even a slap on the wrist. That's like, go take 3 days off and go on vacation. What? Am I going crazy here? Am I losing my mind?
No.
What? It's wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. It's beyond wrong.
It is. And if I can I know we're on baseball point, but and I don't want to make this a Jet-centric show because it's not even close to what we want. I just got to bring this up because I haven't checked my text, but I just did, James, so I apologize for not answering. But I saw your text, and I love you. You know that. But I'm not trying, so he texted me, just stop about the Jets. You're making it seem like the Giants have it all figured out. I'm not saying they have it all figured out. I'm just saying the Jets are really, really bad, and they're going in the complete opposite direction of the Jets, where the Giants, and again, I said they still have a ton of work to do. They're not even close to there. But it seems they're going in the upward trajectory.
Yeah, right.
In the positive, where the Jets are, they're going down.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that the Giants are going in the right direction. Does it look like they have a light towards the future? You could say that. But Daniel Jones' pocket awareness still isn't great. The offensive line is still trash. It's been trash since Gettleman got here, and that guy hasn't gotten any better. The guy who you were supposed to be building around is now hurt. Your Sterling Shepard's a walking injury. Can't stay healthy to save his life. So I wouldn't say the Giants does it appear they're going in the right direction?
More than the Jets.
It could.
That's what I mean.
It could. But here's the problem. Both New York fan bases are delusional with their expectations. Like, if you think the Giants are winning more than 4 games, you're nuts. If you think the Jets are winning more than 2, you're nuts. They're both bad, but they're both different levels of bad. Jets are dumpster fire, can't get out of their way bad. Giants are bad because the GM is incompetent and doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Now, he might have hired the right coach. He might have. We don't know what Joe Judge is, but they didn't quit for him. They kept playing. He didn't lose him. So they might have hired the right guy. But, I'm not going to totally sit there and say that the Giants got it all figured out because they don't. But they're there seems to be a light at the end of the tunnel where the Jets are just stuck in this purgatory state where it's like a
That's all.
never-ending cycle. It's like a never-ending cycle of this. It's like being a Knicks fan. You see the net, and then everybody says, "Oh,
And
but the
what's
Knicks
your
got
favorite saying? What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same
doing the
thing.
same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result." Like, listen, you don't expect me to believe that Leon Rose is going to be a good GM, do you? I don't. Thibodeau's not going to work out because it never does. And if it does, I'll be pleasantly surprised. I'll be joyful. I'll be jovial. But then in the back of your mind, you realize, but it's the Knicks. They're going to screw this up somehow. Because they always do. They always do. And now I know how Big Dog feels with the Mets. As positive and optimistic as I am with the Mets, you realize it's the Mets. So whatever will go wrong, whatever can go wrong will go wrong. And it's true. It's true. I'm
You've
not.
always been, I have to say, since we met 5 years ago, which we're both getting really old. You've been a Mets optimist from like day one since I've
You
known
know
you.
why? But you know why that is, though.
I'll never forget that day when you said we were going to the World Series, and I thought you would like busting my chops.
But what did they do, though?
They went, lost, but they went.
Okay. What's another thing I said they should have done? They should have traded some pitching. What did they do? They stood pat. What does this pitching look like now?
Garbage. Or just a dysfunctional mess.
There you go. Same thing. I can't say nothing. The Cleveland Browns are the epitome of dysfunction. Do I expect this thing to work out with the Cleveland Browns? I do not. I don't. I know what I'm getting into. I know what I'm getting into. I know it. It's only a matter of time before it all falls apart. You think I don't know my owner's an idiot? Of course I know my owner's an idiot. I know it. You're not telling me nothing I don't know. This is why when people say, "Oh, you'll leave," you hate losing. I know what I got. But I know what I signed up for. But hold on. But I'm not being delusional in saying we're gonna listen. I haven't even been delusional in saying I think they're gonna make the playoffs. I don't even think they make the playoffs. But that's the thrill of saying, you know what? I want it to be different than my brothers. I wanted to feel something different than my brothers. Am I gonna feel more pain than success in my lifetime as a Brown fan? Yes. I know that. I know what I'm walking into. You don't think I've heard of the drive? You don't think I've heard all these stories from Brown fans on Twitter and Instagram? I've heard stories. We got a Brown coalition on Twitter that is like warning me, like, yo, do you understand that this is not easy? Every game is a heart attack. You don't win no games easy. It's like rooting for the Jets. You don't think I know? I know. I know. But that's the beauty of saying, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. Yes, do they have one of my favorite players? Yes, they do. But I'm the same person that's saying if he doesn't get it together, trade him. I'm not leaving if he leaves. I want him off the team. I bought Brown gear. I've never bought Giant gear in my life. I actually purchased a brown hoodie and a brown hat. I have brown gear.
And you've seen 2 Super Bowl runs. You've seen good football.
Right. Right. But that just goes to show I want it to be different. I find it boring that, like, I find it fun that me and my brothers root for different teams. That I have to struggle to watch a Brown game on Sunday because it's not readily available. I enjoy the chase. Do I think I know they're going to be bad? Yeah, I know they're going to be bad. But that doesn't make me want to say, oh, I regret my decision. I don't. I know the owners are a bunch of idiots. That's clear. Abundantly clear. You think I don't know that Baker Mayfield's an average to below average quarterback? I know it. I know it.
He's doing way too many commercials, I think. The money got to his head.
You don't think I know that too? We got a team full of divas that don't care about football. You don't think I know? I know. So when people say, oh, you don't know what you're in for, I do kind of know what I'm in for. I know it. And it sucks. But that's the cross I bear. So I got to bear it.
I respect it.
And be with it. I gotta bear it. I know it. You don't think me and this guy text and commiserate and go, what the hell? Yo, we need help. We need help. We text daily about the struggles of our football team. Daily about the struggles of our football team. Daily.
He'll text me about the Browns. I'll text him about the Jets. It's like counseling.
Daily. You don't think I think we're gonna beat the Redskins on Sunday, do you? I don't. Oh, but you guys got a 63.7 chance to win. So what does that mean? What does that mean? It means nothing. So when people, oh, you don't know what you're in for. I know. I'm just choosing to say, you know what? I want a different challenge other than winning and having it easy. I root for Duke. I root for the Yankees. I'm good. They're going to get wins for me. I'm fine. I'm fine struggling with football and the Knicks. I'm good with it. Like I want to be able to bond with Big Dog and go, yo, my football team sucks. We suck. You don't think yo, I remember Sunday night last year, you texted me because they lost a heartbreaker to somebody. And he goes, now you know what, now you see what it feels like.
That was against New England.
And now you see what it feels like. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, I don't think you'll be able to stick this out. And I said to him, yo, I'm all in. Like, I know there's more losses like this coming. You didn't think I felt secure with the lead on Thursday, did you? No way.
And they almost blew it.
No way. They did almost blow it. You don't think I'm thinking, yo, Baker's going to throw another pick. This is going to go terribly bad. I know. I'm just choosing to be realistic and say, you know what? This is who I choose to root for. I'm going to buy more of their gear. I'm going to be a fan. I'm going to purchase NFL Sunday ticket. I'm going to be that Brown fan in the middle of New York wearing brown gear. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be on Twitter, Instagram, posting photos of my boys because that's what fans do. And if we suck, we suck, and you just deal with it. That's it. The Knicks and Duke are going to do enough winning for me where I can still experience the highs of winning.
I don't think you meant the Knicks and Duke.
The Yankees and Duke, yes. You don't think I think the Knicks will ever win a championship? No.
I hope in your lifetime at least once.
It ain't gonna happen, bro. It ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna be like Joe B. Bro, they ain't gonna win for me, bro. I'll be dead.
5 years.
You don't think I know that the Browns are gonna go through more?
He's been a Jet fan.
You don't think I know that the Browns are gonna go through more lean years? I know it. So when somebody says, "Oh, it's gonna change for you," no, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's gonna change for me. No, it ain't. No, I know it ain't. Yeah, but you gotta have hope. Why?
Hope.
Listen, what's that? Hope.
We don't got no hope.
Speaking of having no hope, there's no hope for Justin Verlander to get on the mound before the 2021 season. He is undergoing Tommy John surgery, and he is likely done until late 2021. He is 38 years old and is not getting any younger. Just saying. But everybody seems to love the football. So what are your scores for tonight, Monday night's game? But I'm gonna shock you guys. You ready?
I'm going Raiders game-winning field goal.
Yeah, I'm going Raiders winning in overtime on a touchdown by Derek Carr.
And that stadium looks sick. It's such
and
a
then we get
that and SoFi. They can't have fans this year.
And then you get a dump like MetLife, and then you wonder why Jets and Giant fans all they want to do is sit in the parking lot.
The CD case holder.
Then you wonder why Jets and Giant fans want to drink. They rather stand outside and drink than go in the dump. It's a dump.
It's in the middle of swampland. Whatever.
Here's another thing. If you don't think I'm going to a Brown game when all this COVID stuff clears up, you're crazy. Me and this guy already told this guy, yo, we gotta go to Cleveland and go to a game. He wants to see me go psycho for 3 hours. You don't think I have this planned? You don't think I know? I know. I'm nuts, right, Big Dog? Okay, you could say it. You could say it.
We're all nuts.
You could say it. Speaking of nuts, Anthony Davis told the Nuggets, "Hey, yo, we ain't the Clippers, and we ain't these other scrubs. So you got work to do, cause Anthony Davis with the game winner at the buzzer. James must have been losing his proverbial mind. James must have been, oh dear God, oh dear God." And I got news for you, James. You're winning the title. I didn't want to admit this, but Miami ain't beating you and Boston ain't beating you. They got a snowball's chance, and you know where? Even winning a game. If they win a game, I'll be shocked. Shocked. The Lakers look like a well-oiled machine. And then, yeah, LeBron's getting older. Older where? He's getting older only in the hairline. That's it. That's the only thing aging on his body is his hairline. The brother got to go. I mean, you got to go, brother. There's Rogaine. There's Just for Men. You got some raises. You can get a nice sponsorship with Gillette or somebody. You got to go, dog.
And he must have been happy on Sunday with Liverpool's big 2-0 win over Chelsea, which wasn't on TV, but we mentioned that last week.
That's a scam, too. Are you kidding me? Yeah, we did mention it last week. Are you kidding me? Yo, soccer. Yo, fam. You know how miserable this guy is? He can't watch soccer games on the weekends? Fix yourself, fam. You're losing a loyal supporter here. This guy loves soccer. What's wrong with you? Fix this. Last week, you don't know how upset I am, right? That all these streaming platforms are taking over. Do you know how upset I am? They're doing a West Wing and a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air thing on HBO Max. Do you think I want to purchase HBO Max for 2 shows? I'm so upset this is not on regular TV or regular cable. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you to quote the great Sebastian? To quote the great Sebastian, man, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You're doing everything on the streaming platforms.
What is this garbage? Garbage, as they say in Chicago. Not garbage, garbage.
Oh, speaking of Chicago, Mike Amali was on yesterday. Oh, classic.
Speaking of Chicago, what's the over/under until Nick Foles sees the field? I got it at week 6.
He's coming in next week or week 4.
Woo!
It's time for St. Nick.
What for the Giants being bad? Giants won that football game yesterday. You know how many throws were up in the air that you're like, if that's a game, if they're on the spot, they pick it off. Yo, Mitchell Trubisky, fan. First off,
I know you hate him because he comes from North Carolina.
Yeah, you're a Tar Heel. You gotta go. Gotta go, Mitch. Gotta go. You're wearing what I call the devil's blue. Gotta go.
Oh man.
You come from Gives
you the heebie-jeebies.
No. Oh.
There's the fanboys you're wanting to see.
Makes my skin crawl. I think about that blue. No gooch. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us, for going through this cycle of nutso time with us. I'm praying for this guy, Jet fan guy. Anyway, can we get some scores from you guys on this football game tonight? What do you guys got? I got 24-20 Raiders.
I got 17-14 Raiders.
Woo, 17-14. All right. Anybody else got a score before we sign off here? Yeah, get the
As Scouter
EBA.
would say, a scat. That bears.
Get the EBO. Get the EBG.
Gaggle.
He mentioned Duke. Now my skin's crawling like I need an additional 6 showers. Oh, Carolina.
See? But you
Oh.
love Jordan, though.
Yeah, but that's like. Oh,
Don't tell Joe B that.
yeah. Oh.
He can't
Yeah,
believe
then
fans love him.
James Worthy, Kenny Smith, Vince Carter. Oh.
Remember Vince Carter and New Jersey Net days?
Yeah, when he can actually jump.
Wow, 2017. I was going to say Oakland. Vegas.
The Raiders.
That's what a kid get used to calling them the Las Vegas Raiders. I've already called them horrible quite a number of times already.
Honestly, yo, there needs to be a football team in Oakland. Are you kidding me with this garbage? What are we doing here, bro?
Oakland's about to lose the A's. That's sad. Die Hard
Warriors. You lost the Warriors.
Oh. Raiders. It just goes the Oakland Raiders. 24 Saints.
Shoot it. His boy. I forgot.
I knew he was going Saints. But I could see it. But I want to see something different. I want to see an upset. And I'm a John Gruden fan, so.
I'll tell you what, man. This game tonight's going to be epic, man. I'll tell you what.
Tell you what, man.
I'll tell you what, man. I like the kid. Derek Carr, I like him. He got Max.
Gruden was from Chicago.
I'll tell you what, man.
Far away. He's an Ohio guy.
He got Max. I like the guy. He got Moxie, he got heart, he got spirit. I like him.
That was another thing a Jeff fan flipped out today about that Donald has no moxie. But he ain't that. He's a mild-mannered, mellow dude.
How do you want him to have? Wait a minute. How do you want him to have moxie when he's about to die? He's gonna die.
I'd be crapping my pants too with that the defensive line coming at me.
They got to peel him off the ground most days. What do you want him to moxie where? What do you want him to have moxie from? Where? He doesn't know when he's going to get hit.
His coach can't coach. I mean, come on now. He's got no weapons. He's got no O-line.
Oh, God.
We made this into like a Jet show. But I had a rant. I had to go on my soapbox for a minute.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
James jumping on me. What do you want? What am I going to say? The Jets are great?
Listen, that's like people getting mad at me because I'm saying, listen, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm a gigantic Yankee fan, but I'm going to admit something publicly right here on the show. Yankees ain't going to the World Series.
And I wasn't like kissing up to the Giants, but I just see certain things in them that I like the Jets seeing the Jets. But believe me, in no way am I saying the Giants are like great. But, they're doing some things. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, this is coming from my AL East rival. The Tampa Bay Rays are going to the World Series. I said it. Tampa.
I'd love to see a Yankee-Rays playoff series. That'd be nice.
I wouldn't because I know I'm going home early.
Sweepage.
Yo, Tampa's no joke. Yeah, pal. Tampa's not that good. All right. Sleep on the Rays. Good. You do that.
James sent me a Jets hoodie. I'm guessing he's buying it. That is really nice, though.
Don't get sucked in. Don't do that.
I can't look, man.
Have some resolve with yours.
James gonna be sending me more stuff. Watch.
Don't buy the gear. Don't do this. Don't fold. Don't fold on us. Stay tough there.
Rays are good.
All the Yankee fans tell you, Tampa's good. I don't want no part of the Rays in the playoffs. I don't want no part of the White Sox either in the playoffs. I don't want no part of neither in the playoffs.
Johnny Boy knows his baseball, man.
I'm telling you, yo, people, the Yankees are beating that. Nope. I'm out. Oh, but what kind of Yankee fan are you? I'm a realistic Yankee fan. I'm out. Till they show me they can hit good pitching, I'm out. I'm gonna bet against my boys until they prove me wrong. Because then I'm still scarred by 17. I look at 19. I'm still scarred by 19. You want me to have hope and optimism? No.
You don't have hope.
Hope. No. Hope. Anyway, speaking of hope, I'm going to go hope that Michael King can get out of this inning and he can restore some order to this inning. Yo, Big Dog, this is great. Folks, this was great. Thanks for hopping on with us. And we'll be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. All right. We forgot to get into something. Hold on. Wait a minute. We're leaving early here. I posed the question. Top 5 NFL franchises.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do you want to save this for tomorrow's show or you want to do this now?
Hysterically? I mean, we could kind of do it off the cuff, unless if you want to do it on another show.
Nah, I'm not doing no. We can do it now. I got Cowboys, Steelers, Niners. Cowboys, Steelers, Niners. I would have said Raiders, but they moved from Oakland.
They still got the cachet.
Packers.
That would be mine, and I'd put Chicago on there.
Oh, Chicago, not bad.
They got the history, and you could throw the Giants in there too, but apparently I'm giving too much Giant love off, so I don't want that to feel like it. Nah, can't go Giants.
Yeah, don't tell nobody, but Eli was your boy.
I still love Eli. First ballot Hall of Fame. That's going to be another discussion on the show.
No, it ain't. I refuse to have this discussion.
We have had it, I think, at least a couple times a year since we've been friends?
Nah, can't do it. Can't do it.
Then we've had it with Ray and Emilio are also Giant fans.
Then I can't do it.
Giant fans. We've had it with everybody.
I can't do it. Marcos brought it up to me again today. Oh, Eli, first battle. I'm like, you bugging.
Listen, there's no doubt that guy's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Listen, I'm not doing this right now. All right? I ain't got the energy right now. We'll do this another day.
You're nuts.
Well, then I'm a mentor. All right.
You need help.
Fine. All right. I've been told worse. Ain't nothing new. All right, there.
Love you, man. Awesome
Thank
show.
Thank you for hopping on, guys. This was fun.
Everyone.
You helped Big Dog get through the therapy session.
Skip. You could have your opinion. It's all good. I disagree with it.
And with that, we bid you adieu. Good night, everybody.
Eli first ballot.
Mm-hmm.